Hello everyone. Today we're going to take a look at the current Lunar Event, which is featuring the Balor Ultimate skin. So it is actually worth trying to get the threshold where you get the Balor skin. It's not really the best Ultimate skin that's out there, but it is basically just a stat boost for him and every light hero on the team. So he gets golden scales, increases defense by 25% while wearing the ultimate skin, and dragon emblem, which increases his damage by 20% while wearing the ultimate skin for him and all light allies in his team, which is great for Raylia teams, an offensive Lorelei, Deegan, Wukong, Jin, and obviously for Balor himself. Why am I doing this video today? Like, today is the second day of the event. Why didn't I do one the first day? Well, because this event has a different boost each day. And today there is the boost for the dwarven heroes, which get a triple attack boost, basically. Yesterday it was for demons. Tomorrow it's gonna be for beasts, and on the last day, the fourth day, it's gonna be for monsters. So if you know anything about the game, demons are fine, dwarves are overpowered, especially in PvE. Beasts are fine, and monsters are just not great. So today is the day where you want to farm, where you want to try to get the highest points possible. I've done a few runs today already. I'm at 26, so I got the 50k for today. You need 26 runs to get to 50k points. 50k points is basically the maximum you need for each day, or you can get for each day, where you get a threshold, where you get rewards. If you do anything above it, you're not gonna get better rewards for this day, but it's gonna help out your guild, and it's gonna put you in a better position to reach these thresholds for the overall player rewards. And as you can see, you need 200,000 points to get the ultimate Balor skin, which is not that much. Basically, this event could be done almost completely free to play if you're willing to spend 3,000 gems on one time 200 courage, however it's pronounced. If you go to the shop, you can see you can either buy the courage packs, or you can buy 200 courage for 3,000 gems. And if your roster is high enough to do these lunar event dungeons every day without problem, and you get to 26 each day, you can have 50k for 4 days, so you're easily at 200,000 points. If you can't get too many points each day, try today. Today is the best day to go for this. I've ruined up my Vulcan, my Deegan, my Radar, my Ferrand as well, but I'm not using him. And I think I'm using Grandar as well. Yeah. So my Vulcan is currently ruined all skill. Like, all of his runes are just basic focus runes and one vampiric enabler, so he actually stays alive. And that's because, where is it? This one. Dwarven High King number 3. Dwarf allies gain 30% attack and 30% defense. And if you didn't know, some passives can be buffed by this amount of skill that your hero has. So this 30% buff to attack and defense gets buffed to 49%. If you look at the left side, the lowest number plus 49% from Dwarven High King, number 3. And this counts for every dwarf on the team. So if we take a look on my Deegan has 24,358 attack, and he sits at 50% damage penetration. He is runed purely damage, enabler, enabler, tainted, enabler, tainted. This should be a tainted, but I don't have one at the moment, at least not one that offers me attack stats, or at least high attack stats. He is at 95% chance for his epic, which is a 1.3 times ranged lightning attack that can paralyze and shock enemies. But the 95% doesn't matter because I'm also using Rayla. Basically just full attack. If you have the runes, you would want her enabled, but I don't have them at the moment. 19k attack, 52.8% chance to proc her epic, but she also gives, is it this one? No, this one. She also gives a 20% extra chance to trigger an epic attack to all allies. So the 95% that Deegan had are gonna be 115. So he always hits an epic attack. And if we look in the dungeon, you will see that they have a green arrow next to their face, basically. So they get the boost. And if you remember, my Deegan was at 24,000 attack without the boost. And with the boost, he's sitting at 88,000. He gets 342% bonus attack value. So this is huge. Even if your Deegan is like 4 stars or 3 stars, as long as you have him close to or fully evolved, you don't really need the epic attack, but as long as you have him fully evolved, he's gonna be a beast for this one. My Valken sits at 37,000 attack. He also gets a 342% extra attack value. Plus, don't forget the 49% that he boosts all attack and defense on all dwarves. So the 88,000 on my Deegan are technically more like 160,000. No, that's too much. 140,000, yeah. That's more like 140 to 150 maybe. Plus you also use his second ability, and since he has this much skill on him, he boosts all attack by 81% and all crit by 55%. So this is just a huge, this just transforms Deegan into a huge beatstick. Like with all the buffs, he's probably sitting at, I would say, 250,000 attack. This is my team. Grondar is just there for sustain, and not really sustain, but for the enemies not being able to retaliate. my team not being able to get shocked, frozen, whatever. And he's basically the only hero that the enemies can attack if they don't have an AoE attack. So he's really just there to make sure that nobody dies. And if you have him, you should rune him with as many unbreakable hard runes as you can, because you don't want him to die. And maybe like 2 healer runes. So optimal would be 3 unbreakable hard runes, but I don't know if there are any green or yellow unbreakable hard runes. I know there is this unbreakable hard taunt rune. I have another one of these, I think, somewhere. Maybe I have it on some hero. And unbreakable hard runes from the water attribute, element, whatever, are pretty common, especially superior ones. Yeah, I have a lot of these. Yeah, as you see, he's just there to take the hits if the enemies get to do anything. So let's do one run. I actually wanted to stream this. Well, I actually wanted to stream as well afterwards, but I haven't set up my YouTube yet to be able to stream. So since I've done 26 runs already, the enemies are not gonna get one shot, even though my Degen is at like 140,000 attack. So I'm just gonna have to buff them. Now he should be one-shotting again. Let's see. Yeah, just insane what he can do. Like, this is round 27. And he's just one-shotting the boss, one-shotting the boss minions. He's not gonna one-shot the final boss, but that's fine, because my heroes are basically, this team is just to make attacks after attacks after attacks without the enemies actually getting to act. Since he does paralyze them, he shocks them, so he does an insane amount of crowd control with the paralyze, because they don't get to act, or they have a chance to lose their turn. And the shocked is just insane for AoE damage, because like when they get hit again and his basic attack hits multiple times, they just have the shocked on them, and they transfer it to all the other enemies, and everyone gets hit multiple times. And Vulcan has his epic lead by example, I think. Where is it? Yeah, the first one. Epic lead by example. So all allies will follow up any attack made by this hero with a basic attack. So you can see there is a lot of attacks coming in. And Raylia also has her high command, which basically elven-led allies will follow up her abilities with their own abilities. If she uses her first ability, Deegan is going to use his first ability again, and Grondar is going to use his first ability. Blah. If she uses her second, they both do their second again. So Grondar is not there for damage, he's just there to make sure everyone survives. Let's buff them up again. And now it's final boss time. He's gonna one-shot the ads. Both bosses are still alive. Now we're gonna haste everyone, so they have an even lesser chance to actually be able to hit someone. Buff again, because why not? Kill him. And this should one-shot him. Yeah. So I don't even get to use the full potential that this team offers. I could actually switch out Grandar for Serenity to make this even more amazing. But I don't want to take any chances. I know it could kill the enemies easier and faster. The problem is if someone survives or someone retaliates, I think these one can retaliate, right? But it can't. Can anyone retaliate? Go on. Taunting, taunt, blessing. Okay, I don't think. Can you? It doesn't look like this. No. So they don't even are able to retaliate. But I still am not quite comfortable with running all attack heroes in this dungeon because I want to get far. If you saw it, I have like 400 and something courage left. That's because I bought the 550, because I think my guild is gonna need the boost since we're only in the top 20 right now. Like, I think we're actually in the 20th place and I want to keep the 25. But yeah, all in all, if you want to try to get some points, do it today. Today is your best chance at actually getting anywhere in this event, because the dungeons are just gonna get harder tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. And beasts are fine, they can revive each other, but their damage is not that great. And don't get me started on monsters. Monsters are just the worst, like one of the worst families at the moment. So this fight was basically just the same as the last one. It gets a little repetitive. I know I'm gonna be sick of this event by the end of today. But as I said, try to do it today. Try to get some points today. Try to like aim for the 200k or do like 80k today if possible. Spend the 3000 gems if you have it. Try to get somewhere today. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Ask me on Discord. If you don't have my Discord, I can give it to you. Just ask in the comments. And if you need anything else, let me know. I wish you a great day. Have fun at the event, as long as you are having fun and are not getting sick of it. But this event is great, actually, in comparison to the quick loot events we had in the past. This is nice. This is, yeah. But that's it for me for now. If you got anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.